Hi everyone, welcome to the Virtual Y. My name is Mike and we're going to do 45 minutes of yoga today. Today's theme is based around one of the chakras. The chakras lie along the spine, and this is chakra 2, 1 being the base. 2, think about it as the low abdomen, kind of the pelvic bowl, and it has to do with our sense of fluidity, the water element, as well as our creativity and our sense of pleasure and contentment. So think about that a little bit more perhaps as we practice. Hope you've got your props handy, strap and blanket and block or something that will approximate those. We're gonna start seated. So go ahead and find yourself centered. Make your spine centered, all right? Front, back, side to side. And before we begin moving, establish yourself. Now close your eyes and begin to direct your breath into a deeper rhythm. So take a deeper inhale and a deeper exhale and keep that motor running in that fashion. And speaking of being home here, the translation of this chakra is being established in one's own home. So there's this sense here that this gut, this place that fuels our gut reactions, that has this sense of truth and knowing, resides in us and has nothing to do with our thinking mind, all right? We're doing the whole yoga today, not just the physical, but taking it beyond toward the state of yoga, all right? Nice deep breath. Take one more nice deep breath for me. Good, and we're gonna start with something called Nauli Kriya. I just put my hands down and lean a little forward and you churn the abdomen. So speaking of that low abdomen, here we are. Churn it counterclockwise and really pay attention to this lower part, and you're pulling back and activating the muscles of the abdominal wall. All right, a few times, and then do the same number the other way, the other clockwise way, all right? Around and around. So you can see I'm not moving, the shoulders are being moved by the abdomen, not so much on their own. Good. And then find your center. We woke that up. Let's come onto all fours. We're gonna try and go for real fluid movement today as we warm up. I'd like to inhale, come forward, doing our cat-cow in a much bigger way. Come forward, and as you exhale, sit back to a corner. Now inhale, come back up the middle, and then exhale, sit back to the other corner. So you can't really see that I'm sitting in the corner, but inhale, every time I push my hips more back to the right, all right, back up the center, and then more back to the left. And then let's go ahead and come back up to all fours. I'd like to warm the arms up. Put your hands under your shoulders. Give me an inhale, and when you exhale, point your elbows back towards your legs and come down, all right? Inhale, let's warm them up. Come forward 1 palm's distance, and then exhale, go down again. Inhale, 1 more palm out. Exhale. All right, inhale, now go fully out to a plank, kneeling plank, and give me an exhale. And then inhale there, and press all the way back now to a child's pose. And let's do a little flow here, thinking again about some nice fluidity. Inhale, come way far forward into that plank once more, and then exhale down part way. Release yourself to the floor and give me a baby cobra. So anytime you come here, let's do a figure 8 through the shoulders. Anytime you come here, know that you can lift this cobra any amount, but be careful for your back. Let's inhale 1 more time, and then exhale, let's press all the way back into child's pose. Now we're gonna stand on our knees. This is called Thunderbolt. Come up, and we're gonna do a twist. So exhale, hold your right wrist and look to the right. Come down as far as is okay for you. Inhale up, then you hold the left wrist and you look to the left as you bow down. Now we're gonna pick up and do that flow again. Exhale, return to child's pose down here. And then forward, inhale all the way forward into a big plank. Exhale, use your arm strength, hug those into the body to the floor as you inhale for a cobra. And again, exhale to child's pose. Let's stand up on the knees 1 more time for that Thunderbolt. All right, you need extra padding. Take it, hold the right wrist, look right. Okay, inhale. And exhale, hold the left wrist, look left. And we're just gonna get back out there again. Inhale, return back to child's pose the last time. Okay, and then inhale, come forward to plank, and then we're gonna pause there because I'd like us to go to down dog. So make a good hand print, all right, in the squishiness. Walk in, and for your down dog, press into your hands to lift your hips, but also my belly button is lifting up to lift my hips, okay? And then on my exhale, I'm gonna let the heels get a little bit heavier. Inhale, press hips high. Exhale, maybe in time, you're able to press the thigh bones towards the back of the back wall there. Okay, good. All right, let's go ahead, bend our knees, look to the top of the mat. And on your exhale, just travel up there. Establish good grounding here, good grounding, that's chakra number 1. And sway, you can have swaying side to side, all right? Come to center, pick up your heart. Let's stand all the way up and Tadasana. All right, let's have a few warming flows here. Inhale, rise on up. And when you lift, let's lift the heart nice and high today. Exhale and open the arms and hold the sky, all right? Now inhale, come back on up, and we're gonna start a flow here. Exhale, you chair twist. So twist to the right as you sit into a chair. Now sweep this front, and now let's go to the other side. Exhale. Okay. Inhale, come up nice and tall. Now all the way down. Let's go to forward fold all the way down. Hands against shins, press yourself into a halfway lift, and then exhale, forward fold. Good. Rise, come all the way on up, and then give me a Tadasana, mountain pose right there. And you're gonna step your right foot back and go wide, or just wide so that you can see me. Feet and toes are out 45 degrees, and knees, inhale. Make a big circular motion. We call this moonflowers. Inhale. So these circular fluid shapes, part of our theme today. Also this, real steady movement requires mindfulness. Keeps ourselves cool. Okay, let's go ahead and level off our arms. And we're gonna stay here for a sec. Make those feet parallel. We'll go over the top a couple times. Inhale over the top, exhale. Inhale, good. Exhale, reach. If you need to, support yourself at your side and reach. That would be if I had, some back issues, not as strong. Let's go ahead, stay wide. All right, and then step back to the top of your mat. Top of your mat. One more time, we'll inhale on up and exhale, hold the sky, lift your heart. Okay, inhale on up. And then exhale, let's go ahead and twist as we come into chair. Good, so you'll see me change positions a lot. Go ahead, do the other side. That's more so that you can see perhaps best what I'm doing. Inhale, come on up. Exhale, dive all the way down. Then to halfway lift again, press yourself to length and forward fold. Good, let's rise. Maybe you bend your knees before you come on up, and then find your mountain pose, exhale. We're gonna step wide back one more time. Now again, knees out 45 degrees. Inhale, remember we learned how to moonflower here, and we're going to pick that up. Sunflowers, we use gravity, we use our strength of legs a little bit more, okay? Stick your booty back so that your spine can stay nice and long. Now, one more. Stay up, level off. And we'll just do one more thing here if you want to make your feet parallel once more. Inhale. We're going to take a lunge and just give me a windmill. Okay, inhale up. And exhale, windmill as you lunge to the other side. Inhale, one more set. Good. Last one, inhale up. And that windmill. Good, inhale here. Can you step to the top of the mat as you exhale? Good. All right. Depends, where, if you're at home, if you have the mat square to me, usually in class, that's how it is. People are long towards me, not with the mats like that. So that can affect kind of where you're stepping. eventually you'll get used to that. Let's do a round of a sun salutation. Come on up, lift your heart. All right, and exhale, forward fold. Come all the way down. Now inhale to halfway lift, and exhale, send your right foot back into a big lunge. Inhale, lengthen and strengthen. Put the knee down if you need to. And exhale, come to down dog. Now what's next is different than usual. You're gonna inhale to cobra. So come all the way through into cobra, and then rest, bow the head down. Inhale, one more cobra, lift, tuck the toes. Exhale, press back to down dog. You're gonna lunge that right foot forward, and then inhale, okay? Keep moving, exhale, come into forward fold. Now just sit into a chair. You're gonna drop your booty and lift your heart, all right? And then find Tadasana. Let's do one more, have it nice and even. Inhale, rise, lift your heart. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, then keep it nice and long. And then exhale, left foot steps back, deep lunge. Take the inhale there to be strong. Then down dog as you exhale. Again, let's inhale, find your cobra. Sweep right through into cobra. And then exhale, surrender. One more cobra. Activation in the back body to down dog as you exhale. Pull the belly back. Lunging the left foot forward and then inhale. Step to the top as you exhale and just drop the head. Sit into chair. All right, one time. And then find Tadasana. Good. So in this 45-minute class, we don't do a ton of sun salutation, just enough to make sure we're good and warm. All right, let's move on towards, we're gonna do just a seated, that chair twist one more time. So go ahead, come on down and just face the side. So here's one way of doing this, face the right. You could also just put your hands at opposite hips, like so, all right? You could also come deeper by putting yourself on the legs and then putting the left elbow across the right thigh and turning to the side, using the sort of prayer to open you up, and then draw your navel back, okay? Good, so again, you saw me kind of turn a lot, and that was just for the benefit of being able to see what I'm doing. Okay, but then you're gonna put your left hand down, and your left foot goes back, and then give me a twisting lunge. Now you could put your knee down, you could put your hand down, and do the same thing, twisting into that. Shine up, let the hips be heavy. Okay, let's bring our hands down to frame the front foot, put your back heel down, and windmill up with some strength and find Warrior Two. Now in Warrior Two, the feet are very center aligned. When you bend your knee, it's knee over toes, arm over knee, and eye gaze over arm, all right? And then, why don't we flow this a little bit today? You inhale, pick up that front arm, and maybe you tuck the other one behind you. This is reverse warrior. Really stretch out those ribs, and then exhale, level back off, okay? If you need to, you could straighten that leg. Exhale, level off. Otherwise, if you're wanting to work, keep it down there. And then let's go ahead, level off and hold. Settle for one breath. Good. Let's go ahead and straighten that front leg. Maybe move that right foot back into the right lane and reach far, far, far out before you actually set anything. Hands down, hands up. There's a lot of options for triangle. This is kind of our classic. As you get stronger in your side, you see how I was supported on the shin, maybe eventually strong enough to go off. Remember, this is the base. Really draw strength on that inner triangle. Good. All right, let's give a wind up. 1, 2, and 3. Step to the top like this. All right, step to the top like this, and we're gonna do what's called Agnisara. Just for the low hip tilt with it. Take an inhale and stretch the front side of your body. Now exhale, tilt your pelvis. Draw your belly in, inhale. Okay, good fire in the belly. Exhale, One more, inhale. Really draw it in, exhale, draw up from the pelvic floor. Now relax, inhale, and Tadasana. Beautiful. We're gonna do the other side. So, it starts with the chair twist. This time, you're gonna go over to the left. Twist to the left. Now, it could be like this, so this looks like this. Otherwise, hands to hips. Otherwise, if you want to come down, you're going to take that right elbow across the left thigh, then use that to really open yourself up to the side, okay? So lots of options for you. You know, the beauty of this is if something is challenging, you can always favorite it, add it to your lists so that it's back there, and then revisit it and gain strength, okay? All right, so here I am. So this time you're gonna put your right hand down and your right foot steps back. Give me that lunge twist. Lunge twist, knee down, knee up, it's up to you. When I do classes live in person, I will do the same routine 3 or 4 weeks, and that's so that people have a chance to get better, get stronger, understand things. Now, online, I don't have to do that because you always will have this and you can revisit it as many times as you want or need, okay? So let's put the hand down, put your back heel down, and then let's windmill on up, find that warrior 2 again. Knee over foot, hand over knee, eye gaze over hand, all right? And maybe a couple flows. We're gonna lift that left hand up nice and high. Here's my reverse, and then exhale. So you notice I'm not reaching far out in front of me. Inhale. A warrior 2 is very centered in the body. One more. Okay, level off. Beautiful, one more breath to settle. Okay, let's straighten that. And I like to make sure before I do triangle, I put my feet in more 2 lanes, right and right, left and left, okay? So reach till you can't go no more. Hand down. You need light here, medium. Remember that using a block can actually help get you deeper. So that block, I can feel it when I put my hand down there, creates a bigger stretch for my inner thigh. Speaking of which, inner thighs have all the activation. Pull it up. And then the side body is equal. What I see in class a lot of times is this. Okay? No. We want this to be super strong. Good. Okay, give me a couple spins. 1, 2, and 3. Step it in. And we're gonna do another round of the Agni Sara. Agni means fire. Inhale right here. Exhale. 2 more. Inhale. Really tilt your hips. Draw the belly in. Inhale, a really nice contraction. Go. Good. Inhale, relax. And now let's go ahead and stand up. Okay. So that's just one pass. We're going to do one more sort of round of standing stuff. And I'd like to start it on balance. So as always, I'm always just to encourage you to just put all your weight in one foot, all right? Start there. Go into the right. Now what we're gonna do today is 3 balance poses. Try this with me. Touch your foot back, touch your left foot back. So we're gonna go back, all right? And then we're gonna go side, and then we're gonna go front. So do that again. Feel really rooted. Back, side. We have 3 balance poses. Front. Now you can keep that if you want it, but the back version is dancer. So you go and find your back heel there, and then dancer, you know, you could come forward a little bit if you like. A little or a lot, but remember we're gonna do 3 poses here, so we're gonna move on. Now, how much control and smoothness can you give me coming out to the side for a big star? Like that. And again, remember those toes could be on the floor. Yes, they could. Now, can you smooth front? And just give me knee up. Good, good, good. Stand up. You really got to press into that standing leg. Press your foot into the earth and squeeze your glutes. Good, good, good. Inhale. Exhale. Shake that off, all right? just doesn't matter. Then we're gonna come on down. We're gonna come to a low squat. So on low squat, you want your heels a little wider than your hips, and then drop it like it's hot. And when you're down here, you want the feet flat, or the heels flat. If they don't go flat, try going wider or putting something under them. And then classic Malasana, this is called here. Otherwise, we're gonna do a little twisted version. Put your right hand down, and then maybe your left hand on your knee or your leg, and just twist up and away. It's a lighter version of what's called noose, which is a big bind. It's a big twist in the squat. Okay. Last breath here. Now what I'd like you to do is go ahead, come a little bit forward, put some weight into your hands, a little bit. All right, not gonna do crow today, but I want you to put weight in your hands. And then see, draw your belly up, belly in and up, and then see, put your weight in your hands. Can you go back into a plank? Oh my gosh, if not, just, walk back. Now I want plank. You could do it from the knees. You could do it from the fists. All combos work. All right. Really bring your belly button in and up and prevent the arching in the back. And this is not a plank, okay? Never did I see a piece of wood, a nice plank piece of wood that had a booty sticking up in the middle. Okay. All right, good. Let's just rest for one breath. All right. And then we're going to come up and take a break. So be gorilla-like here. Now you can just do a forward fold if you want. Gorilla number one, you take your first two fingers, wrap your big toes. Gorilla number two, you actually put your whole hand under your foot. Now, take an inhale and give me the essence of a half lift. So feel like your back is lengthening out. Maybe you gotta bend your knees. Exhale, draw yourself down, forward fold. So use your grasp to get deeper. Smooth and deep breaths, drawing the navel in and up. Again, this sort of stuff requires time. When you're stretching this deeply, you're talking the whole backside of the body. And it's not just one part of the legs, they're connected. So it's all connected to your back too. So your back actually needs a flexibility too, otherwise it's gonna prevent a deep, stretch down the legs. They're all related. Okay, let's go ahead, take the hands out and walk on up. And then get ready to do we're gonna start with the balance on the other side, okay? So, cleanse, everything in the left. And we'll just do maybe hands here, a little test round. You're gonna touch back, nice and steady, touch side, and touch front. Do it again, back. So as you change your center of gravity, you're rock solid. Good, now let's add the poses. Step back into the dancer's pose. And you could stay real simple with it like so. Otherwise, coming forward. I will say, if you're practicing at home on carpet, carpet does not help stabilize you. All right, let's go on out wide like star. That was not as graceful as I want. Carpet, the squishy surface, makes balance harder. Okay, so if you have a non-squishy surface handy, you might do that for your balance. And then transition front, come on up. Lift tall, you really gotta press into that foot and think about squeezing your glutes. Nice. Inhale, exhale. Good. If you wanna get better at balance like that, practice your balance for 10 breaths. It's a long time, but that's where you really get into it. We're low squat again, heels wide, come on down. Okay, find it for you. Now you could just take the regular version here, otherwise put the left hand down and twist away. Now, shame on me, I forgot to say last time, if this is, killing your knees, do butterfly. Just come down and give me an inner thigh stretch, all right? Don't want to be down in that. We never practice in a place of pain or any twingy or pinching, any of that icky stuff. Never, never. Okay, so we're gonna practice one more time, just being a little heavy. This is just, crow type stuff. Maybe the knees are touching my arms, but practice, it's like putting your weight forward and picking your navel up. So you're, getting ready to fly. Then we're gonna do it again. We're gonna put your weight forward and then give a little walk or a hop back. Plank once more. All right. Good, draw that navel in. Keep everything as flat as possible. Sometimes we don't know. Sometimes we're up here and we don't know. That's where bringing a mirror in once in a while can help. Okay? Let's rest that for just a moment. Take a cleansing breath. Maybe getting a massage in the nice back area. And then we are just gonna stay down here for a moment. So let's take the knees wide and give me a child's pose. Surrender on down. Hold that down there for a moment. Every time you're able to, when you exhale, draw the navel back towards the spine. Okay. Good. Now, if you want to come on up to down dog, you could also do this from dolphin. I'm going to show down dog. And watch me do one. Inhale, or I should say exhale, and just draw your knee in, squeeze your belly with your leg, and exhale, kick straight back. So not up here today, straight back, a different kind of strength. All right, exhale, squeeze, press in. All right, inhale back. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale back, and then hold back for a beat. Hold straight back, and then put it down. Okay, let's maybe try that the other side. Start with reaching it way back, I should. Exhale, draw that knee in, and feel yourself, you're actually compressing your belly, that's the goal. Inhale, press back, different kind of strength. Exhale, forcing the glutes to hold it out there in space. Inhale, good. Exhale. Now you could do this from all fours too. One more. Exhale, you could do it on your hands and knees. Now kick it out and put it back down. All right, knees down. Let's come on to our front, onto your belly. All right, this is going to be a cobra flow. So in a cobra, make sure your legs back there are good and kind of anchored, active. Hands start under your shoulders. Now this is a flow, let's look at it. Inhale, you lift up, and then exhale, you bow, rest. Inhale, come on up. Now here is the kicker. You keep your hands right where they are. Use your navel to come on up and give me a big push back. So you can stay suspended. It's not really full child's pose, okay? Then keeping your hands right where they are, inhale to cobra. Inhale, come on through. Exhale, rest. Okay? Inhale, light squeeze in the glutes. Exhale, come on back. Oh, inhale, cobra. Come on through. Exhale. Inhale, keep the shoulders tucked back. And then exhale right here. Do it again. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, surrender. This is the last one. Inhale, and then back. And let's just hold this and give the, maybe surrender a little bit back. Give your back a little bit of a counter stretch for just a breath or two because we're gonna go back onto our front, all right? So, come on forward, come back onto the front. We're gonna do something called seal. Haven't done this one in a while. So seal, take your feet wide. Wide, and the tops of the feet feel the floor, and you have your hands wide as well. Now here's the thing. You wanna feel like you walk those hands in so that you're bracing yourself. You see that? The hands are bracing me and holding me in this back bend. Now if you feel good with that, you can continue to come in to any height. But keep the low back relatively flat, all right? Have a lot of this happen from the belly button upwards. Now a seal, you can stay there or boop. All right, Maybe eye gaze lifts. Real light activation through the whole body. No mega squeeze anywhere necessarily. No death squeeze behind you. Okay. All right, let's let that go and then take another child's pose if you would. Or if you want to cat-cow it, if you want to just kind of flow. Anything that helps your low back just recover for a moment. Nice. 3 breaths. Okay, we're gonna come forward and sit, and we're gonna do our twists. Okay, so we'll do the Lord of the Fishes today. So you're gonna start with your right leg bent. So that's version A. Version B, you can cross over, but you wanna make sure that knee stays in the middle. Version C, you bring foot across knee, and the other one is tucked behind you, all right? And then take your right arm back. Inhale, up and around, make yourself tall for the front. And remember, this is chakra 1, lower belly. Maybe you even pre-twist your belly back there so that you can get nice and deep into it. So twisting the belly, but not the hips so much. Inhale, lift, and exhale, just look back. Now take an inhale, move your gaze to the middle, and then exhale, look over the front shoulder. Try to take out the jerks in this, do it smooth. Inhale, let's go back towards the back. And then exhale, settle your gaze back behind you. Kind of notice where you're doing your twist. You want your shoulder to go back, down and back, but don't take your hips so much into the twist. You want the hips to stay really stable. Coming into a bit of stillness. Always holding these things for at least 5 breaths so that they do some good. You know, this is a big twist, but it's also a big hip opener. Okay, so let's maintain your leg cross. Maintain your leg cross, and we're gonna do this. You're gonna take those legs up to the sky. All right, so cross your legs and go up to the sky. Now take your hands under your glutes, under the soft part, not the bone, all right? So start your count here, press up, inhale, exhale, draw that navel down. I want 5 breaths here at 90 degrees, okay? We're gonna be doing leg drops. Now, if you need to make things easier on a leg drop, you're gonna just accommodate. Okay, take an inhale. Now drop your legs to any halfway point that feels doable for you. So what if you're new and you're still building strength? Well, you're probably just gonna bring your knees in like so, okay? Otherwise, long legs is always gonna be the hardest. You're still breathing, don't hold it. Okay, now let your heels touch and then bring them up to hover off the floor. Bring your belly button in and prevent that back from arching. No arch in the back, okay? Heat. Oh my gosh. And then let's go ahead. Oh, let that go. Take your hands out. Let it go and walk your feet in. Nice. I would like to do the other side. Again, if you need any love for the low back, give it, but come on up. Same thing, other side. Bend your left leg. That feels good. You might cross over. That feels good. You might do the full crossover and tuck the other one in close to the hips. Okay. This time the left hand is my anchor. Right, I do everything reminding me to be tall. Okay. Draw in, and then maybe take a breath, kind of inhale front, and then just exhale back, and then settle your eyes back. Notice, you turn your eyes back, and your chin, and your shoulder, and your ribs. And notice, you probably also feel the impulse to turn the hips, but you really want the hips to stay almost where they started, and you could test this, from time to time. And those are a good base, and then kind of from the navel upwards is where all of that twist we want to happen. And that's in order to save our SI joint, the place where your spine meets your hips. Very easily injured by cranking into a twist. We don't want that. Okay. Draw the navel back on the exhale. Great. Let's go ahead and melt front once more. And keep your cross. Oh yeah, we gotta do another round. Come on up. So a nice big cross. If you want, put your hands under those glutes. And go ahead, get into it. How about 5 breaths right here? You know, the more forceful inhale you take, that oxygen really is power. That oxygen is fuel. You feel that when you take a big breath. You get energy immediately from a nice inhale, all right? Then, 5 breaths at a midpoint. And again, remember, you could undo this and bring them in, or, you know, a light touch down if we really needed a low option. Okay, you don't want the back to arch. Okay, touch the heels and then bring them up to float. Oh, it's a little cruel. And again, did your back want to arch? You want to take that arch out, belly in. You got to draw in and up towards your rib cage. Okay, inhale, exhale, release. Oh goodness, beautiful. Walk those feet in, let that go. We're gonna stay here, and I'd like to do a really nice leg stretch today. So if you've got I love to use a strap for a good single leg stretch. Wrap it around your right heel and extend on up. Now, a lot of times what I'll see people do is, see my arm here is all bent, and that's working my biceps unnecessarily. So I like to just straighten the arm to wherever it's gonna go. You can start there, and if you've got more flexibility, you'll find you can take the left leg out long, okay? And you just kind of keep working this back. So if you're new to holding a strap, you have to allow time for your grip to strengthen as well, because the grip is doing the work that the leg should not be doing. This leg should actually feel as relaxed as possible. There's a little, it feels like it's working maybe because it's got a big stretch, but it's really not, all right? It's more this correct placement of the strap, or if I don't have a strap, I'm probably just doing something like this, all right? Every exhale is drawing it in. You could also put 2 fingers around the big toe. But you really have to remind yourself to not hold tension. There's gonna be tension no matter what. You gotta not let that arrest your breath or arrest your mind, okay? Nice. So just a really nice single leg stretch today. Could also be done from sitting. You could sit up and extend a leg out, which is what we do a little bit more commonly. This allows the back to rest. Okay, let's go ahead and change sides. How nice, when you sit up and lean forward, the back gets kind of a lot of work and attention as well, which is good, but we mix it up. Investigate all of your options here. A proper yoga strap actually has the ability to make a loop that is very strong, all right? It actually wasn't on. And when you have that loop, you have another option of kind of how to hold it. Like I could hold through up there at the loop instead. Make sure you're relaxing. Maybe every once in a while you need to have just a kind of a little bit of a movement around in the hip. So you can see, I've been doing yoga for many years and many times a week. That's where my flexibility is. Again, remember that this back side is all tied to everything else in the back side, all through your hip, all through your back. And your fascia that surround your muscle are not flexible as the muscle either. Good. All right. One big breath, and then that'll be your last one there. Melt. And then let's go ahead, take that off. And I'd like to do just a resting inner thigh stretch. So if you want to do happy baby, maybe knees wide. Otherwise, if you like to do butterfly seated here, you could either hold at ankles or clasp the hands and go around the feet. But whatever you choose, let's try to have the shoulders and the head down on the mat, okay? So if the reach is causing you to be tense and stressed, then drop back to something that allows you to rest the head, all right? Give me a few more breaths there. It doesn't hurt to even express that once in a while, that exhale. Big wah, let go. So like I said, I'm a big fan of you favoriting classes, videos that are doing something for you or that are giving you a good challenge. Do them again. Yes, do them again. It's that's how you get stronger and more flexible. Do the same exercises, but then not forever, not forever. Let's put our feet down. And the other thing, let's tip our knees in maybe for a moment and put your hands on your low belly. Do not turn this video off before the end without relaxing, okay? I'm gonna challenge you if you're one of those people. Relax for a sec. That is yoga. What? Oh, close your eyes, have a few deep breaths. A yoga practice leads us to balance in as many ways as possible. And so this really nice rest time is the balance for all of that work. And if you're a person who's really prone to activity or even overactivity, this rest time is even the counterbalance to your life. You know, a few minutes as compared with like what in your week. So that's why this is a unique part of a yoga practice, and it also ladders up to more peace of mind and better mental health. That is the goal of yoga. Okay? As far as I'm concerned, strength and flexibility are just fringe benefits of the real goal of yoga. Feeling that lower abdomen. The challenge today for you is to recall, have a sense of mindfulness about your watery center in chakra 2 down here. And connect with it when you need to obey or listen to a gut feeling, when you need a sense of truth. Connect to it when you are feeling like you want to be more creative or even more content with life, settled. Remembering that this rest time is not doing nothing. It is actually, if rest is a word that doesn't resonate, think about it as restore, restorative. Truly, truly the aim. Let go. And then, before we come up, let's make a transition by right arm overhead and roll onto your right side. Allow yourself a transitional moment. Feel the energy shift in the body. Okay. Before pushing up to have a seat, and we'll just close together. Hands at Anjali Mudra. Touch the thumbs to the heart and bow the chin to the chest. Okay, namaste everyone. Thanks for sticking it out with me, and I am back next week. If you're streaming with us, know that the virtual Y is only $9.99 a month, and you get classes, so many classes like this that is new every week of all kinds of varieties. Check it out. Otherwise, Keep practicing and be well. I'll see you next time. Bye.
I'm Sarah, and this is cardio dance. Are you guys ready to work out? Let's do it.
Through the bag. Go. That's where we want to go.
Last 10 seconds. I'm right here with you. Let's do it.
Welcome to the Y. My name is Erin. I'm Jennifer.
My name is Linda.
My name is Tommy, and today we're going to do a quick step routine.
We feeling like we can conquer the world today?
I wish you all could smell it. It smells so good.
Time. We get stronger in my world. We're going to do it again.
We'll see you again. Keep working hard. You did awesome.